good evening, and welcome to the Big Z Sports Extra Point Show, showcasing the Newcomerstown Trojans and the Conotton Valley Rockets, presented by the Keim Company. Now, let's head to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio at the Olde Towne Tavern in Tuscarawas with Big Z Sports.
Welcome in to the Keim Company Extra Point Show. Chris Kale, Shannon Thomas here with you, and we're going to just jump right off and get things started with the Newcomerstown Trojans. Their game breakdown all year long brought to you by Samota Boulderon, and welcoming in head coach Coach Gad of the Newcomerstown Trojans. And you put on your AD hat this year, not just your coaching hat. So 9 years now as a head coach, and what, a couple weeks is an AD, or a couple months now?
It's
probably,
been a
right?
couple months, but it feels like a couple years already.
So what I want to know from you is there going to be another year of AD Dirk Gad?
I don't know. I'm the interim AD right now. I told the guys, the administration, I'd like for them to find somebody because I feel like this is a full-time job, and I'm 100% sure of it now. But, I've enjoyed the opportunity and the trust that the administration has in me to get this job done. It's a lot different. There's a lot of things now that I see, and with the attention to detail that I have now, that kind of falls on me. So some things keep me up at night, and it's not just football anymore.
Well, and that's good. I'm glad that you are honest enough to say that and saying, look, the ADs have a tough job, and when you put a coach in front of that, that's got to be rough.
Well, it really is a tough job, and people think they want to be a head coach until you actually become a head coach, and then you're like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into?
Derek's shaking his head over there.
I feel like it's kind of the same thing with athletic director. You think you know what an athletic director does until you actually become the athletic director. So, but they're both tough jobs, but they're both jobs that I appreciate the opportunity to do at Newcomerstown.
Yeah, and Coach, jumping right in is the AD for this year, and being the head football coach, you pretty much was the first person that you had to deal with. So when you had those conversations with the football coach, was you in a room by yourself?
Well, I've had, after the first game, I had a real tough conversation with the football coach, and I did a lot of looking in the mirror on that one.
Well, we asked him on the show. You missed it. I asked him, did athletic director Dirk Gad think about firing head coach Dirk Gad?
Yeah, I looked right at him and said, I will fire you if this happens again.
And Coach, one thing I can say about the Newcomerstown Trojan community down there is they've never had problems getting volunteers to work a lot of their events. Like you guys hold some of the best cross-country races down there, and you always have the community always steps up and volunteers. So when you stepped into this athletic director role, that transition had to be a little bit easier, knowing you had the support from the community.
Knowing I had support, it starts with the support from the community. You're right. We just had a big cross-country meet. We have lots of help from the outside. Before I said yes to this job, I talked with the administration, and I was 100% sure that they were going to support me in this role, which they have done. We've hired a site manager, and we've hired a ticket manager, so they've done a great job of taking some things off my plate to help me just concentrate on helping our sports programs be the best that they can be and give these student athletes the best opportunity they can have.
And I think once you get through football season and you get into December and basketball starts, I think you'll have a different appreciation because you'll be able to just focus on one thing and not having to balance a little bit of both. What I mean?
And just like with coaching football, after you get a couple years under your belt, you start to know the routine and what to expect. But, those first couple years are just kind of hectic, with both jobs. You don't know what you don't know, and there's a lot to learn. You just have to learn every year, and I'm assuming in this athletic director job, just like as a head coach, you got to learn every year and get better.
See what I did there?
Yeah, and I'm assuming there's a lot of people out there that will let you know when you do it wrong, even if you've done it right.
Yeah, and we are lucky at Newcomerstown. The parents are really supportive. We have great kids. We have a great administration. I'm from Newcomerstown, graduated from Newcomerstown. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Right.
And that's, another part of the reason why I took on the head football coaching job and the athletic director job.
And the reason why I kind of asked you that question a little bit or made that statement about things getting easier is I'm just going to allow the principal and the board and everybody to kind of drag their feet hiring an AD, because I think you'd be a good one, to be honest with you.
Well, I appreciate that. I guess we'll find out after this year. I know I feel like I'm just swimming at this point in that job. And honestly, there's enough with that I try to not let it take away from the football end of things, because it is busy.
I get it.
And I told our administration, if I feel like I'm getting spread too thin, I'll let them know. And they've been supportive.
What are some of the other sports, since we're on that side, before we switch gears and go over to the football side? What are some of the happenings going on? You just mentioned a cross-country meet. I'm sure volleyball. We had talked over it at football two-a-days that volleyball team should be pretty good this year. So just tell me about what else you got going on at Newcomerstown.
Yeah, our sports teams are off and running. What a lot of people don't realize is these seasons start way before the actual season starts. So our student athletes put in a ton of time and a ton of work outside of their season. And that's what really sets you up to have a successful season. So, our volleyball team's very competitive this year. Our golf team makes improvements every single match. I talk with the coach. They're making improvements. Our cross-country team had a great race this past weekend, a huge invitational. I think we had 27 total teams there. So, yeah, our sports teams are off and running, and, I just really appreciate the time the coaches and the athletes put into each of their seasons.
Absolutely.
Coach, as the athletic director, we've seen a lot of improvements down at Newcomerstown over the last few years as far as facilities. Is there anything new on the horizon coming, or is everything kind of just slowed down right now, still trying to get caught up?
We're always looking for ways to make improvements. We have, really nice facilities right now. One of the main things is making sure we keep up on the facilities that we have. But, if there's nothing, jumps right out at me that we're project or anything that we're working on, but we're always, looking for ways to, give our student athletes more opportunities and, a great environment to play athletics and to go to school and learn.
Well, Coach, flipping over kind of the script to the football side of things, where you're probably most comfortable. Harrison Central game, I told you on the post-game interview, I'm surprised you had a voice. You didn't have much of one. What an exciting football game that came down to the wire. Zinger had a big game. He ends up getting a big interception to kind of finish that game off. Just talk about how good it was. Yes, you got the win, but how good it was to face a little bit of adversity and get a win and come back and get a win.
Yeah, we've really have faced some adversity in both of our first two games. The first one didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. After you lose your first game, you really wonder, how's this team going to respond? We got to work and looked at the fundamentals, which I thought was, something that wasn't quite up to our expectation in that first game. The kids know how important the fundamentals are, and they believe in it when we talk to them about their fundamentals. And I think, that's what made the difference in that Harrison Central game. I said in the interview this past week, we had our hardest week of practice after that Crooksville game. You can't continue to do things the same and expect different results. So I truly believe that. And we went to work and we pushed the kids and we challenged the kids, and they rose to the challenge. And never, the kids have never been the type of kids to ever give up. We've seen that over the course of the years here. And that, there was like 3 minutes, I think, left in the game, and we're down, a score or less. I don't know what exactly it was, but we needed a turnover, and Mason stripped the kid, and we got the ball back and scored with 40-some seconds left. Not necessarily the way I want it to happen, but I'm glad it happened for us.
And Coach, Harrison Central, regardless of what their record is, they're one of those teams that are physical year in and year out. I mean, I call them farm kids. They're like you guys. They're like Buckeye Trail. Those kids are just strong. So that game was physical, and I thought your defense really rose at the right time during that game. They kind of was pushed back a little bit, but then they finally just stepped up and said, listen, we're here to play. And one of the kids, your quarterback, had an outstanding game on defense, 2 sacks and 10 tackles. I mean, a bunch of kids across the board just play phenomenal in that second half. Yeah,
JJ plays outside linebacker for us. He started there as a freshman, so that tells you the potential that he has. And I thought, both of our outside linebackers, Tegan Goner is our other one, they both played their best game defensively up to date. Our defensive line also, like I said, we started working on some fundamental stuff, and they had a much better game than the first game. And our D-line's a handful. We got some, you're going to talk with Martin, coming up.
I still want him to run the ball.
Well, he
gave the thumbs up, yet when I asked him the question, he said, I got too big.
I've found out that if you ever give a lineman the ball, they always think they're a running back after that. So I try
That's why he's got the sevens.
I try not to do that too often, but no, he played a great game for us. Our defense did step up in that last game.
Absolutely. And, Coach, talking about the D-line and the O-line, right? The offensive line gets the Pancake Award for week number 2 from us. You guys had 47 carries, 258 yards, 5.5 yards per clip. It's a pretty good game and rewarding for some pancakes. Now you gotta take him to practice to get him some pancakes.
Well, yeah.
Have a pancake breakfast or something.
Our offensive line is definitely one of the strengths of our football team, along with our defensive line. They take a lot of pride in what they do. Very humble group. They don't get all the glory usually, but they like getting awards, and they were appreciative to get that Pancake Award.
Yeah, Coach, I'm not going to take nothing away from your running backs because you have a talented running back, but when your offensive line can move people like that, it makes their job just a little bit easier. You ain't got to bust off 20-yard runs to the pop. I've always said what Coach Martini told me at Claymont a long time ago, you only need 3.4 yards of carry to move the sticks.
Yep, that's true. And that's our motto, and our kids know that. And a lot of times those 3-yard gains early in the game start turning into 4-yard gains and then 5-yard gains. And with someone in the backfield like Dom, he can break it at any time. That makes his job a little easier when they're opening up some holes for him.
Well, Coach, final question we'll ask you before we let you go and bring in some of the hog mollies to sit with Shannon for a little bit and talk about some things other than football. I want to talk to you about the team that you're going to face this week. They're sitting right over there, the Conotton Valley Rockets. You have to travel out there, your first away game of the year. Talk to me about Conotton Valley. They come in at 2-0 on the year. A strong team. They lost some pieces. They found some different pieces, especially their quarterback. They still got Cam Wright. Just talk about what you expect from them and what you expect from your team and what you want to clean up as you get ready to go.
Well, I know Coach O'Hara does a really good job with those kids. They're obviously 2 different types of football are what we play, and they're really good at what they do. Very dangerous team. Can hit you deep at any point. A lot of speed, a lot of athletes on that team. Speed kills, and they definitely have some speed, so that's something that we're definitely concerned about. As far as on our end, we just need to be, fundamentally better than we were the game before. We're looking to make improvements each game. I felt we grew from the Crooksville game to the Harrison Central game. We need to see that same kind of growth from this game to the next one.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us. Do you have anything else for Coach?
No, I'm good. Are we going to throw the ball any this year, or are we going to just stick with running?
Well, Tanner's got a bum ankle right now. He's the one we usually throw to, so we probably won't throw it all. So
Hey, let's see, 57 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. That's what they got through 2 games.
Yep.
I don't think they're throwing, but they got 450 and 4 touchdowns on the ground.
We just got to ask that question because we've been riding him now for about 10
we
years.
We want him to open it up.
I can promise you we're not going to throw it until we start running it better than we are right now. So,
Well, listen, Coach, we appreciate you always opening up your program to us. We tell you that all the time, but we really do appreciate it. We appreciate what you're doing on the athletic director side. Looking forward to seeing how you mature and kind of move along with that as football season gets out of the road. And look, we're not trying to rush football season away, but we wish you nothing but the best of luck the rest of the way. And we'll be covering you a few more times this year, and we appreciate it.
I know, and we appreciate everything you guys do for us.
And it'll be a lot easier for us to get us our media requests now since we got an inside guy.
Right, exactly. Exactly. It'll be a lot easier.
I'll make sure you guys get them.
All right. That is head coach Dirk Gad of the Newcomerstown Trojans. When we come back to the Olde Towne Tavern here in Tusky, and by the way, the kids eating some wings and some pizza, make sure you come on down. They got some great fillets and some great steaks down here at Olde Towne Tavern in Tusky. Make sure you stop down and join us, and stop out and say hi to the Rockets and the Trojans. But when we come back, Shannon going to be joined by Martin Hernandez and Mason Shalosky. Yeah, that's a mouthful, right?
You got it right.
I did. Mason Shalosky. And we'll be back right after this with Big C Sports for the Keim Company Extra Point.
Olde Towne Tavern in Tusky offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Olde Towne Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Olde Towne Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Keim Home Center Extra Point Show. Actually, I think we're the Keim Company Extra Point Show, but we're down here at Olde Towne Tavern, joined right now by the Newcomerstown Trojans, and I get the honor of interviewing two players first, and I'll have you introduce yourself, and what position do you play?
Martin Hernandez, and I play D-line.
Mason Shalosky, running back and middle linebacker.
All right, guys. Well, we'll just talk a little bit about football. Then we'll get into the hard-hitting questions that the people want to know. You know, we want to know the other things about you other than football. So, Martin, how do you feel the season's already started? It's early yet, but you know, you guys are sitting at 1-1 after two tough games. And how do you feel your season's going personally?
I think it's good. You know, we're just going game by game, so we're just worried about the next game. That's it.
How about you, Mason?
Yeah, first game wasn't too good, but I think we're doing better now, practicing harder, so just focus on each week.
All right, well, Mason, what's your do you prefer offense or defense?
I don't know. I like running the ball, so I'd say offense, honestly.
Well, you get to run people over.
Yeah.
So Martin here, he used to get to run people over, but Coach said he needed him up front now. So what do you prefer, offense or defense?
Definitely defense.
What if you was still getting to run the ball?
Defense. I would say defense.
Yeah, defense was always my favorite. You actually get to go out and try to rip somebody's head off, and that's always a fun thing to do. So we'll just ask you some regular questions instead of talking to you about football, because you always get to talk football with your coaches and your parents and everybody else. So what do you get the stuff outside of football? So is there any other sports you play outside of football?
I wrestle in the winter.
Oh, you're a wrestler, but you love that hand technique when you're on the line.
Yeah.
How about you, Mason?
I play baseball. That's the only other sport I play.
And what do you like to do outside of school? You know, hunting, fishing, anything like that?
I just go to the gym. That's about it.
I say gym, yeah.
Couple of gym rats that like to pump the iron.
Yeah.
Well, with football season here, everybody knows what's coming up here in a few weeks. Homecoming. And either of you got plans for homecoming?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Maybe soon, but not right now.
Well, that's we had a kid last year that told us that he wasn't going to homecoming because he didn't think it was worth the money. but to each his own.
Yeah.
But in school, what's your favorite subject?
I gotta say math. I just kind of enjoy it. I mean, I'm good at it, so that's why I said math. Yeah.
How about you, Mason? And lunch doesn't count as a class, because we get a lot of people say they enjoy lunch.
Yeah, probably history class, because you don't really got to do that much work. Just remember stuff.
So if you like history, is that you going to be a coach down the road? Tends to be a lot of kids that like history become coaches.
Yeah, maybe.
So what's your future plans after school? You have any yet? I mean, it's early yet. You don't have to have them.
I'm planning on going to college, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what for yet. But
going to college probably for exercise science.
That's a nice field to get into. Is there any nicknames that your teammates call you or your family call you that we can say on air? No nicknames?
I mean, 2 years ago, you guys gave me the fridge. So, I mean.
Well, that had to be Chris. I wouldn't give you the fridge. I'd have come up with something better than that.
So, I mean, I kind of like that one, but.
I don't really get called anything. Just Mason. That's
all right, we'll have to let the guys at the station know that so they can work on that for you. Do you have any pregame superstitions? Do you do anything every week the same? Wear the same shirt, put the shoes on a certain way?
Nah, I just ready
it's
to
good
go when
to
it's
play.
time.
Yeah.
How about pregame meals? Is there something you got to eat every week, or are you one of those players that don't eat before a game?
I gotta say watermelon. Keep you hydrated.
Yeah, watermelon.
So.
Yeah, I eat watermelon.
That's good. A lot of kids the last couple of weeks should have been drinking some pickle juice because some kids were cramping up. So, Chris had some things down here we were supposed to talk about, but is there a past teacher or a current teacher in your life that you always you have that connection with that you want to talk to? I can still remember back when I was in high school a very long time ago who that one teacher was that was always that go-to teacher. You got a teacher like that?
Yeah, my 8th grade teacher, history teacher, Mr. Hines.
Yeah,
he liked to talk football, so I'd say like him probably. Yep.
Yeah, same. He was a really good teacher. We could just talk to him about anything. He's just a good guy.
Before I let you two go, is there anybody out there you need to say hi to?
What's up, Mom?
Yeah, what's up, Mom? What's up, Dad?
All right, guys. Well, that was Mason and Martin here for the Newcomerstown Trojans, and when we return to the Keim Company Extra Point Show, we'll have Chris on with a couple more players.
Olde Towne Tavern in Tuscarawas offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Olde Towne Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Olde Towne Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Olde Towne Tavern in Tuscarawas, the Keim Company Extra Point Show with the Newcomerstown Trojans. And, of course, Shannon got to talk with Mason and Martin, and I get these two guys. I get the zinger with the, I don't know what that is, a poof, a poodle. They should call you Poodle. They got a poodle for this team. You need a poodle for you. And of course, Tanner Smith, the wide receiver for the Newcomerstown Trojans. All right, so we like to go kind of off script, right? We don't talk all football, right? Like, not entirely football. So I'll start off with this. Any superstitions, like that you have to do, pregame superstitions? Make sure you bring it up close.
Probably text my mom or listen to music before the game.
Okay, what do you listen to? What's on your playlist?
Mostly like rap,
Okay, but what kind, like new stuff? Or are you going old school, like my era, like 90s rap, like Tupac and stuff?
I listen to like Let Me Love You, but I forgot the name. It's pretty old though. It's pretty old.
Okay, it's pretty old. Yeah. Old as me, you think?
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Okay, all right. Tanner, anything?
I just like to put both my AirPods in and listen to like Drake.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big Drake guy, so.
Okay. No, you don't have to put your left shoe on first. You got to put your shoulder pads on first before you put your shoes on. Nothing like that. We've had guys that like to throw up, and they throw up pregame, everything.
I threw up like 4 times before the first game, but.
This year?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Nerves still?
No, it wasn't nerves.
Okay. Just
It's probably our
Food?
our pregame meal before the game.
Well, we won't. We don't want to go there and call somebody out on the. Jeez, Pete, you guys put me on the spot now. No, I'm just messing with you. So you both come in being senior leaders for this team. Talk about what it's been like. You guys had Gavin and other guys. Is kind of your leaders. Now you guys are in those roles. What do you think about being a leader? Like, what did you? Was it easy to take on, an easy role to take on, or you kind of one of those guys that doesn't talk a lot, just follow me?
It feels easier because we, like, all of us, like the younger guys and all of us seniors have like a good connection together. Like Mason and Martin, like we're all like pretty close, so like it comes easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easier for even the young guys. So are you kind of that vocal guy that gets in somebody's butt and chews them out, or not really?
That's really him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're the guy that.
Yeah. Especially
I get it.
Playing since like a lot of us have been playing since our freshman year, so we've like seen what like other kids have done. So now that we're here, I do what like some of the other kids used to do, and definitely get on some kids because they don't work hard enough at practice. But
well, and that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Listen, we say that all the time that, men's sports, that's the difference I feel between men's sports and women's sports. Women's sports, you have to be different in how you coach them, right? So sometimes when you yell at a girl, they're not going to take that very well.
Yeah.
For us, that's how you kind of clean things up, right?
Yeah.
The coach doesn't necessarily have to yell. It's you guys yelling at somebody that's slacking off, because if you're slacking off, you're messing with all of us, right?
That's why he expects us to get on the younger guys a lot.
Absolutely, I agree. All right, so favorite subject in school?
Probably ELA, English.
Okay.
Yeah.
probably my college physics class.
College physics?
Yeah.
What are you trying to be, an astronaut or something?
No, I only go to school for like 2 periods, so I take cont classes, and there's just an online offer that I could take. So
nice.
Yeah.
So he's the smart one of the group, huh?
Yeah.
He's the brainiac. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So brainiac, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Probably something to do with sports. I want to be an athletic director. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You could take over Dirk's job, and let him just be a football coach. You could be the athletic director starting next year.
Yeah, maybe.
There you go. All right. What do you want to do?
Probably study sports medicine.
Okay.
And try to be like a physical trainer or like strength coach for like a team.
There's a lot of money
stay
in
in
that.
Sports.
There's a lot of money in that.
School.
Yeah. There's a lot of money in sports training, man. That's good stuff. You end up getting on with, you get good enough, get on with the right college, get on with the right pro team, man. You be taping ankles, whatever. Marvin Harrison Jr. someday.
Never
be pretty
know.
cool.
Never know.
All right, nicknames.
My nickname?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys called me the Zinger, so I just stayed with that.
Okay.
That's what people call me.
All right. That was me, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody else tell you. That
Appreciate
was me.
it. I like it.
All right.
I like it.
They all be calling me Big T.
Big T. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a funny story about Coach Gad. You got to keep it clean, but something that's funny. Something. Does he say something that you're like, oh God, here we go? You know what I mean? Like one of those kind of things.
I think it was my sophomore year. We were doing ladder drills, and someone messed up, and he went to go do it, and they were pretty high up, and he went to go run through them. It was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was hilarious watching him try to do
we
this.
were at Camp Zimmerman, and he was pretty mad at us. I mean, I feel like he was just in one of those moods, it just wasn't his day or something. But we weren't doing the tackling drill right, and he had his glasses on, and he tackled one of our he was showing us
right,
and it cut his nose or something. His nose was bleeding. He's so mad. It was so funny.
Okay, well, that's good. And you guys understand your relationship with him starting, in after the season's over is going to be different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hope that you guys come around and stay around the program. You know what I mean? Come back and visit, because your relationship with him is something that you guys should have forever. You know what I mean? You really should. All right, so homecoming's coming up. The old question is, you got a girlfriend?
Nope.
So financially, are you stable enough to take somebody to homecoming?
Nope. Day of homecoming, I'll probably be in the gym,
All right.
getting the work in.
You're just gonna get the work in,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna You're not going to go stag and just show up?
Nah.
You're done.
Maybe prom.
Okay, so what if this chick comes up to you tomorrow and be like, come on, man, take me to homecoming?
It depends on who it is. Depends on who it is, but
how does this face not have a date to homecoming? I mean, for real? All right, Tanner, you got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Taking her to homecoming?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you go like Dutch? You know what that means? You don't know what Dutch means? Dutch means you both pay. Or does she count on you to pay?
Always the men gotta pay.
I like it. All right. Yeah, that's a good answer. It's a good answer. That's what I want for my daughters. You know, a man to come in and, you know, even though my kids are always raised to, they don't have to depend on a man. It's nice to have a man take care anyway. All right, I like it. Favorite sports team across the board. Doesn't matter what sport. Favorite sports team.
Probably the most common answer, Ohio State.
Okay, obviously. Ohio State. So football is your go-to? Yes?
Yeah.
100%?
For sure, yeah.
Okay, do you watch basketball, baseball?
I watch, like, basketball highlights, but not as much. And I watched a couple, like, baseball highlights, and other than that, not really much.
No pro?
No.
NBA or NFL? No?
No, I don't. No, the NFL's, like, kind of boring, I think.
Okay, I like it.
Like, I don't watch the NFL as much.
All right, so you're the Buckeyes. All right, good deal. Tanner?
Yeah, definitely the Buckeyes. Like, I'll watch, like clips on, like, social media of other sports, but I only actually, like, sit down and watch Ohio State football games. That's the only sport I actually watch.
No NFL either? No baseball, no hockey?
I've been to a couple hockey games. They're kind of fun just because, like...
Hockey's a good time to go to.
But...
You got to turn you guys into Penguins fans. You need to go over to Pittsburgh and cheer for
I think
Penguins.
my dad's a Penguins fan.
Okay, well, your dad's smart then. You get your smarts from your dad. All right, last question, guys. Do you have any superstitions? Like, superstitions meaning... Actually, I think I already asked you that, didn't I? Yeah, we did go there. See, there you go. I'm being... All right. I think I asked you everything I was going to ask you. All right, so never mind. I guess I'm done. Conotton Valley this week. What do you guys think?
We can't go in there with our heads big because we won last week. We just got to come ready. You know, it's our first away game, so it'll feel a little different. But, yeah.
Bus rides or something that... Okay, that's one I'll get you. Give me your favorite bus ride story.
Oh.
Do you have one?
I mean... I might not, but I think he does from basketball.
I don't think I can talk about.
Okay, very good. Then we'll just leave it at that. All right. Hey, and that's why I appreciate you doing that instead of. So we won't talk about the bus story. If you want to know the bus story, you have to talk to him off the air. All right, when we come back to the Olde Towne Tavern, we're going to welcome in the Conotton Valley Rockets. We appreciate you guys being with us, the Zinger, Dom Singer, and Tanner Smith. Make sure you check out the Trojans, and, they're doing great things, and we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And we hope it's a 0-0 tie against you in Conotton Valley. No, I'm kidding. We'll be back to the Olde Towne Tavern with the Keim Company Extra Point Show right after this.
Olde Towne Tavern in Tuscarawas offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Olde Towne Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Olde Towne Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Olde Towne Tavern. Chris Cale, Shannon Thomas with you. Of course, want to send a big shout out to Claxon Communications and, of course, Nat, our humble, producer, camera person. I don't know what she is tonight, but she's been great but she has a mouth on her.
She's been dodging us all year.
Somebody's got to keep you guys straight.
She does. I mean, she does. I mean, sometimes. We'll put it that way. Natalie Holbrook does an awesome job for us, and so does everybody at Claxon Communications. We appreciate them. Appreciate everybody here at Olde Towne Tavern. Again, the kids eating up the pizza and the wings. Coach, you got some wings too, didn't you?
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
Welcoming in head coach Derek O'Hara of the Conotton Valley Rockets. And, Coach, we'll talk about something other than football real quick, right? So let's first of all, what was your thinking of bringing Zeb in? Because, I mean, the way I see Zeb...
Eddie brought him in, not me.
Eddie brought him in. We'll blame Eddie.
Yeah.
Because the way I see Zeb, I mean, he's nothing more than a third-grade football water boy.
Yeah. Zeb's a good guy. He's going to be great for the kids. He's going to have a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
And he's trying to continue to build the program. And, we share a lot of kids, so we're able to... communicate a lot, and we just want all the kids to be successful in the end.
I'm just giving you and him a hard time because he coaches my nephew. But no, Coach, something throughout the summer. Give me a good. Where did you go this summer? Did you go anywhere on vacation? Any good story like that you could just get away and take time away from everything else?
Or did you get that honeydew list done?
No, as soon as school's out. My wife and our 3 daughters, we go down to Myrtle every year. That first week when school's out, we spend the week, and I could just kind of decompress, because I do this all year long. I'm the strength and conditioning coordinator, so, I'm thinking football all the time, 24/7. So it allows me to just take a break, and my wife makes me put my cell phone away and not think about football and put the laptop away. And, it's just nice to go spend time with the family. And, my girls are 9, 7, and 5 now, so they're starting to grow up a little bit. All 3 of them are in school. So it's getting to be a fun experience. We go out, we boogie board and things like that in the ocean. So it's a good experience.
You have 2 more, you can have a starting 5 in basketball.
Well, I got 2 puppies too. 2 4-month-old puppies.
That's just like kids.
Sounds like my house, 3 daughters and 2 dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Coach, let me ask you this. When me and Adam was out there for 2 days, which was only a couple days in,
yep,
you was stressed. You had a lot of kids. You had some returning kids, but you were moving kids around in positions, and you wasn't real sure how things were going to go. Where do we stand now 2 weeks into the season?
Yeah, we've been fortunate enough. We got some more kids out. We're up to 22 and actually just had a kid join this week, so we're back to 23, which we ended last year with 25. So it's getting there. We had a couple kids not come out, which that happens every year, unfortunately. We'd like to have them, but they're not here, and just continue to build. And like you guys talked about with Dirk, they do what fits their style. They're very physical. They come at you, and we spread it out. We want to put points on the board, and that attracts kids too. They want to get in the highlight reel and get on the TV every once in a while when you guys come or WTV 9 comes, and that's exciting for kids. So we're just trying to build our program and do what's best for our kids.
Well, and winning helps do that too. When you have you host your first 2 home playoff games and you win both of them, that helps, right?
Absolutely. And credit to the community. That was an electric atmosphere for both of those playoff games. We had a lot of fun, and to make history at the school, that's what we set out to do last year. We talked about that all off season before that season began, and now we're trying to get to the point where we're raising that bar even more. We talked about, hey, let's not be satisfied with getting the playoffs. Let's win another playoff game,
right,
and make it winning a consistent thing in our program.
Coach, and you said, with the community, and when we was out there for the week 1 Thursday night game against TCC, your side of the stadium was full. I mean, we actually said on air, like, there's more every kid here must have both sets of grandparents, both parents, aunts, because we were shocked at how full it was in that stadium. I mean, that just shows how much they support your program.
Yeah, and I talked with our administration during the offseason. I said, hey, what about doing a Thursday game? We be the only game around, besides Fairless and Sandy, and maybe we can get some extra crowd. And, like I said, again, the community comes out and they support these kids. And like you said, the stands are full. So, we've got 2 good gates. We've opened 2 Thursday night games. So, that's important for the kids to have that atmosphere so that it's not something they're just experiencing in the playoffs. We want to have that every weekend.
And especially when you open the season on a different night than Friday night, that just kind of opens everything up for, hey, Conotton Valley's playing, let's run out there.
Right.
And you end up seeing some other kids in the stands and some other, fans from different schools in the stands when that happens. And I love it when teams pull different things and go on a different night. You know what I mean? Usually Saturdays to me was always I wouldn't want to play on Saturdays just because it's after a Friday night.
I hate Saturday games.
Right. So I would rather play on Thursday or Friday, one of the two.
Yeah, it just for game planning purposes, when you're playing on Saturday, you get that short week. You're like, I got to get up on Sunday. I got game plan all day, and then I'm right back at the grind. So.
Rest day, what's that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And Coach, you brought up about how you like to spread the offense out. Now, you might not be very deep in the trenches and not very physical, but, man, you are loaded at the skill position. You got so many different athletes that you can get the ball to, and that's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, and that's a credit to the kids. Like I said, I'm trying to do what I think is best to put them in a good position to succeed, but they've put the time in the weight room, and, they've grinded, and, we've started to develop a little bit of physicality up front, and we're hoping to build upon that as well. And, when you have all those athletes that can be interchangeable, it makes it a lot of fun. Like you guys saw the first week, we were in a lot of different formations, running a lot of different things that we hadn't showed in the past. Last year, we sat back and 5 wide and just slung it.
Right.
We've done a few different things this year, so it's exciting for the kids and the community, and we're just trying to build our program the best we can.
And pretty balanced right now, Coach. You got 6 rushing touchdowns, 7 throwing the football, ball hawking defense. You've got 4 interceptions and a fumble recovery through 2 games. You've got Newcomerstown. You know what they like to do. Dirk alluded to it. We know what is going to happen. You get them at home in front of your crowd. Yeah. That's got to be a good thing.
Absolutely. Dirk does a phenomenal job. We were just talking over there before I got on air about, like I just said, they do what's good for them. They're physical, they're well coached, they're disciplined, they come at you, and they're not going to stop. We've talked about our kids about all week. This is where you find out what you're made of this week.
Yep. Well, if anybody tells you to bring in an extra defensive back, they're lying to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just stack that box. I told Curtis, I was like, find a way to stop him. I'll try to outscore him if I can. So, and, our style is obviously a lot different. We're going to spread you out, and we're going to make you play sideline to sideline and, try to get points through the air. So, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to the atmosphere on Friday night, and we'll see what we can do.
I haven't gotten my first Friday night Coach O'Hara text yet. It's been weird. But thank you for joining us last Friday and coming on the postgame show. We had talked about getting you on during the pregame, and it just didn't work out. But we, thank you for getting on with us. We appreciate it. And where else can you come and have 2 teams that play in 2 days, right? 48 hours from now, and be kicking it off on the field together. And they're both sitting here talking and eating pizza together. It's pretty cool.
And I think that's just the mutual respect you have for
100%.
The people that are in your profession. They're putting in work same as I am, and we respect each other. And like I said, he does a phenomenal job with his program, and I respect that and what they do in their program. They've been very successful, and you just bounce ideas off each other and continue to learn from each other.
Absolutely.
And you bring kids here and you can sit them side by side at tables, and there's no problem because you can tell they've been raised right at home. They're respectful. They've been respectful to the
100%.
people here working at Olde Towne Tavern. I mean, just a great group of kids, and we're lucky enough to get them both here on the same night.
Absolutely. And we appreciate everything that you guys do for us. The coverage of the high school athletes around here is next to none. You guys do a phenomenal job, and we thank you guys for that.
Absolutely. Hey, what do you think about us going in there and seeing when we're done here? We'll just wrap this thing up and go in there and see if we can get a filet.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
With baked pasta.
What do you think?
I'm down for it.
Yeah.
They don't even have to give it to me.
My wife might be a little upset, but hey, that's what happens. She gets to stay at home.
That's right. That's right. Well, Coach, we appreciate you again joining us. We appreciate you always opening up your program, welcoming us out to Bowerston or Sherrodsville or both. Leesville, in between all 3, right? Yeah. And we appreciate everything you do. We think that you're doing an outstanding job out there. We look forward to covering you the rest of the season. Wish you nothing but the best of luck. And like I told Coach Gad, I hope you guys just tie 0-0 and we'll just call it a day.
Yeah, as long as there's no monsoon like there was last year, I'm good to go. No monsoon.
There's no ties in football. This is the NFL, man.
Yeah. See Shannon getting all mad. All right, that is head coach Derek O'Hara in his 3rd season with the Conotton Valley Rockets. When we come back, Shannon going to be joined by a pair of wide receivers right after this. on Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications.
Olde Towne Tavern in Tuscarawas offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Olde Towne Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Olde Towne Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Keim Company Extra Point Show, and we're now joined with some Conotton Valley Rockets players, and I'll let you introduce yourself and what position you play.
Camden Wright, wide receiver, free safety.
I'm Garrett Ryder, corner, wide receiver.
Well, I'm glad we finally got Garrett on here because we always say his name. One week it's Ryder, next week it's Reeder, next week it's Ritter, so it's Garrett Ryder.
Yes, sir.
So I got that cleared for every guy at Big Z Sports now, and it's taken care of. That way we don't get yelled at on social media. All right, guys, so started your 2025 season off with two pretty dominating wins. How do you feel that your season's gone so far?
Oh, I feel like it's gone great so far. I can't complain.
I feel like once we cleaned up the sloppiness and we started executing it, went good.
Are you guys surprised about the spread offense that you come out? How well you've been able to move the ball at times?
Honestly, not really. We ran it all last year, so we're all used to it, and it just comes like a second nature to us.
I just think we have so many skills and so much speed that it just suits us perfectly.
All right, guys. Well, we'll get away from the football questions because, like I told the last group of kids I was with, you guys got to talk football all the time. The time you talk it with your coaches, and then you go home and your parents ask you how practice went and everything. So we'll just get to those hard-hitting questions that some people want to know about you. And so outside of football, is there any other sports you play?
Basketball and baseball.
I play golf, basketball, baseball, and football.
So you're one of those kids that do golf and football at the same time. How do you manage that time?
When we have football practice, when we have a golf match, football practices in the evening, and then I just golf on my own time to get better.
All right, so if you had to choose, Coach O'Hara's not listening right now, but what's your favorite sport?
Oh, football, 100%.
Probably baseball.
Coach O'Hara gives a nice little smile over there. You get brownie points this week.
Yeah.
So on game day, is there any routines you tend to do? Do you eat the same food or get dressed a certain way? Or
I do about 6 or 7 push-ups in the morning.
I just wake up early and just try to drink a lot of water. I got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, well, that spread offense, that's probably a good idea to stay hydrated. In school, do you have a favorite subject?
Math, by far.
Yeah, probably math.
How about least favorite subject?
ELA.
Yeah, for sure, college writing, definitely.
Yeah, that college writing, that's got to be a tough one. So the big question is everybody that's watching at home, is homecoming's coming up in a few weeks. Anybody got any plans yet?
No, I'm not going at all.
I'm also not going.
Well, I mean, somebody out there's heart's going to be broke, but we'll leave it at that.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be all right.
After high school, do you have any? You got any plans laid out yet, or are you still undecided?
I'm gonna go to college to be a teacher, and I'm gonna end up coaching football down the road.
I'm gonna go to college. I just don't have a major decided yet.
Well, you got plenty of time. You don't even have to have that decided your first year of college, so you got plenty of time to do that. And you got any funny stories about any of your coaches? Now we got to keep it clean. Was there one of those things that happened at practice that you can remember?
Not a football practice.
Well, any coach then.
But one time at basketball practice, shout out Coach Shanks. The first time there, he was our JV basketball coach last year, and he was showing us how to make a pass and fell on his face, which was like really funny.
I don't got any.
You ain't got any?
No.
All right, so what we got here? Oh, do you got any nicknames? Anybody give you any nicknames over the years?
Just Cam.
Just Cam?
Everybody calls me Gary.
Gary? Where's Gary come from? Oh, just from Garrett?
Just shorten my name, yeah.
Gary and Cam, so we just shorten them up. So you heard it here. You can call him Cam, just don't do it in front of his grandma.
That's for sure. Don't do that.
But whenever anytime you're not at football or any other sports, what do you like to do outside of school and sports?
Oh, play 2K.
I like hunting and fishing. Just playing other sports too, golfing.
What, do you hunt just about anything, or?
Mainly just deer and turkeys.
So we'll wrap things up here real quick. But is there a teacher that you always have kind of been able to look up to? You can go clear back to first grade, second grade, or in high school right now. Is there that one teacher that you kind of always go talk to?
Well, I don't talk to him anymore, but my third grade teacher, Coach Gad, is probably my favorite teacher of all time.
I would just say Coach Love, our assistant coach. He's a great teacher, history teacher, so classes is never too hard and just fun class always.
Well, guys, we appreciate you coming down here to Olde Towne Tavern, hanging out with us, and help us finish up the rest of that pizza right there so we don't have to take it home with us. But, we wish you guys nothing but luck the rest of the season and in your future sports coming up out here at Conotton Valley.
Thanks, sir.
All right, we'll be back with the Keim Home Center show right after this.
Olde Towne Tavern in Tusky offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Olde Towne Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Olde Towne Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Olde Towne Tavern here in Tusky. Make sure you stop down and see Dale Sr. and Dale Jr. and all their staff down here. They do a tremendous job at Olde Towne Tavern. You guys like the pizza and the wings and everything? Make sure you hold that up there, dude. Your mom never teach you nothing? No, I'm just messing with you. So I'm welcoming in a couple Conotton Valley Rockets to the program. Of course, the quarterback, the new signal caller, the junior Caden Leggett, and Ethan Booth of the Conotton Valley Rockets. And guys, I'll ask you real quick. We'll do a quick football story. Yeah. Give me your best bus ride story.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Bus ride?
Yeah, best bus ride story. Like something that's, you can't gross everybody out, but like, is there something that, that smell coming from the back, or somebody did something weird, or nothing major?
Honestly, it was probably just like coming home from a big win or something.
Yeah. And those are just the favorite ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be the best. So the story would be a good story. Just enjoying the bus ride home. And okay, well, that's good. The Newcomerstown guys, when I asked them, they said, we can't say that on air.
Well, there's some stuff.
Yeah,
there's some stuff. Yeah. We have a couple things.
Well, and that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, girlfriend?
Yes.
You going to homecoming?
Yes, I am.
Are you paying or is she paying? You going Dutch?
I'm paying.
You're paying?
I'm paying, yeah.
You don't go Dutch? You don't make her pay anything?
No.
That's good, man. All right. What do you think, Ethan?
I'm single, and I'm probably not going to go to homecoming this year.
What do you mean you're not going to go?
I haven't gone past 2 years. I'm probably not going to go this year either.
So if some chick walks up and has been like, come on, Ethan, go with me to homecoming, you'd be like...
I might change my mind. I might not. That just depends.
Just straight depends on who it is?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so if you were going, would it be you paying, her paying, or are you going Dutch?
Me. That's how I've always been.
Attaboy. I like it. All right. Superstitions. You got any superstitions?
No, not really.
No? Ethan?
I usually just play.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing? So, pregame meal? Anything specific?
Well, usually I get like peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't like jelly, so just peanut butter.
What? You don't like jelly?
Nah, just peanut butter.
All right.
That's what I had last week. So.
Yeah, well, it was peanut butter. But
yeah.
Okay. I like Uncrustables.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, those ain't bad.
Those are
But
good.
but I gotta go with the strawberry or the raspberry. The raspberry is really good. And I had an all berry. It was like a mixed berry in Myrtle Beach last week. It was outstanding. So
My cherry senses are tingling.
Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? That's some good stuff, dude. So nothing for you really pregame ritual other than eating. Like no, you don't throw up before the game. You got to put your left cleat on first, shoulder pads first. Nothing like that.
No, really, it's the same. It's always been. I usually just focus, listen to some music with my headphones.
Okay, what are you listening to?
I listen to a lot of country.
Okay.
Mostly Zach Bryan.
Nice.
Zach Brown Band as well.
Nice.
I like
Okay.
those.
All right. I like it. Okay. Nothing with you? No music?
I mean, I listen to music, but like.
Okay, what? What are you listening to?
I like Drake.
Okay.
Drake's
All
pretty
right.
good. He's probably my favorite.
Okay. You listen to any, like 90s stuff? Like back,
I mean,
your mom's early 2000s range? No?
I mean, the only really old thing I listen to is like AC/DC.
Okay, you listen. Okay, little older rock.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Any other sports?
Golf, baseball, and basketball.
Okay.
I did. I'm just sticking with football this year, but I did basketball my freshman year and
Okay.
bowling as well.
Nice.
And I did bowling my sophomore year as well.
Okay. So just strictly football this year.
Yep.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. As far as favorite sport, like that you like to watch or go out to a game, is it football?
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like other sport? Watching basketball, watching baseball? Not really.
I like basketball. Is pretty entertaining. It's kind of like back and forth. So.
What's your favorite team?
Like, what do you mean?
Pro?
Like any team?
Yeah. Anyway.
I like the Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, that's
okay.
my favorite team.
Okay. What about basketball?
I don't watch basketball.
You don't watch it?
Nah.
Okay. All right.
Only high school. That's really.
Okay. Just high school stuff. All right. No hockey?
No, I don't watch hockey.
Oh,
Not
dude.
at all.
Come on, man. Ethan?
I've never been a really pro football watcher,
Okay.
but football is the main one.
Okay.
I'm a fan of the Browns.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Do you watch the Buckeyes?
Yeah.
College?
those two.
I agree with what the guys from Newcomerstown said. College, I think, when it comes to football, is where it's at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is,
College
right?
is way better.
Yeah.
It is. Although I am a Steeler fan. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's
I mean, there has to be one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. All right. Funniest story about Coach. Give me a good story about Coach O'Hara. Like, maybe he says something, or you see him walk into the room and you'll be like, oh, God, here we go. Like, he's going to go on a tyrant about this or whatever. Is there anything? Did he trip over something in practice and everybody laughed?
Usually, like, when we're doing, like, when we start out slow, he'll really get on us. And it's kind of like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
usually like a every week thing, once a week. Actually,
You gotta
yesterday.
stop starting slow.
Yesterday, it just happened.
yesterday was a little bit
Yeah.
rough.
A little bit
Say the
rough.
least.
Yeah.
So, what about you? You got one, Ethan?
Not that I can think of or say on.
Okay, well, okay, very good, very good. All right, so what do you want to do after high school?
Well, right now I go to Buckeye, take the HVAC lab.
Nice, good
so
for you.
I'm gonna hope to get out of there and maybe go work where my dad works now.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Nice.
Get a job.
Okay, so not really looking to go to college, just more trade
No.
stuff, and
I mean, if I was to
Good
go
for
to
you.
college, I'd probably go if I got like sports offers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I'd go.
okay, good for you, Ethan.
I've wanted to go into the medical field. My mother is a nurse
Awesome.
up at Cleveland Clinic.
Awesome.
And my sister was in the same Buckeye lab that I'm in currently. It's exercise science, which is actually at Dover instead of Buckeye Career Center.
Awesome.
And I'm also taking Kent classes. I don't know where I want to go to college and what for exactly, but I do know that I will eventually go into college. for
Awesome.
something.
That's awesome. Medical field. Listen, there's trade by trade. I'm a firefighter EMT. My wife's a nurse and teaches at Kent State. So if you went to Kent State for nursing, you'd probably have her as a first-year student, right? My daughter is an X-ray technician. So my youngest daughter is. My oldest daughter's a school teacher. So, you can't beat the medical field, man. There's job security there because we're always going to do stupid stuff and hurt ourselves, right?
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys joining us. Appreciate you coming on. Pizza was good? Everything was good?
Oh, yeah, that was
great.
All right.
amazing.
Tell your mom. You know your mom used to be a waitress, right? That's how I know her.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
she was a hostess when
Yeah.
I knew her
was a
long
waitress,
time
yeah.
ago. Yeah. She said a long time ago.
Yep.
So you can always say your mom opened up the Texas Roadhouse, because she did.
I guess you're right, because she
And
was the host.
Yep, it was back at the old. Well, no, but I mean when they first brought the restaurant here to our area, to New Philly.
Yeah.
She was like in that first group that worked there.
Yeah. I don't think it was in that spot though, wasn't it?
No,
over
it was
by,
not.
Like, Chipotle.
Yep, it was where Chipotle is. That's right. It was actually attached to the Holiday Inn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. My mom told me about
Yeah, yeah. See, we're old, dude.
Yeah.
We're old. Been around a while.
Yeah.
Well, no, you guys have a great season. Enjoy it. Enjoy every minute of it. And good luck the rest of the way. We look forward to covering you guys, all right?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Thank you guys for joining us, Ethan Booth, and, of course, Caden Leggett. We appreciate the Conotton Valley Rockets. When we come back, Shannon and myself will wrap things up here from the Olde Towne Tavern in Tusky. Back after this.
Olde Towne Tavern in Tusky offers you a menu full of choices, all cooked in their wood stone brick oven over an open flame, which provides layers of flavor to each dish served. Taste the difference with the pizza, sandwich, brick oven pasta, and the popular choices of steak or chicken. Olde Towne Tavern is open Wednesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. To see all Olde Towne Tavern has to offer, find them on Facebook.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Olde Towne Tavern again. Thank you to Dale Sr. and Dale Jr. and all of their staff here at the Olde Towne Tavern in Tusky. Make sure you stop down. Their fillets are phenomenal. Their steaks are phenomenal. Their pizza and wings that the guys had today. They got great pasta. They had pasta night down here for a long time. I don't know if they still do the pasta night, but when I come here, I'm getting a steak.
I always get the filet with a side of baked pasta and a salad. I can never go wrong.
Absolutely. Great food, great people, great atmosphere down here. So make sure you stop down to the Olde Towne Tavern right here on Main Street in Tusky. And Shannon, was fun hanging out with both teams that face off this week. And it's going to be a great football game. Can't wait to see what happens on Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, we know what's going to happen. The Rockets are going to come out slinging the ball all over the place. They're going to spread it out. Newcomerstown's going to come out, and they're going to play smash mouth, try to run you over, and we're going to see which defense can step up and make a stop. And like you said, just a great group of kids. Got to talk to two great coaches in this area that always support us, and we support them. And couldn't ask for a better night here at Olde Towne Tavern.
Absolutely. Great group of kids, man. You can tell each and every one of them young men, all 8 of them that were up here, raised very well, very respectful, and very coachable kids, and that's why both coaches brought them, I'm sure.
Yeah, sometimes kids are shy. It took them a little bit to warm up, but once they did, they got talking, and they'll be ready for the next time.
Absolutely, they'll be ready for the next time. Again, that is going to wrap up our Keim Company Extra Point show here from the Olde Towne Tavern. Again, thank you to the Newcomerstown Trojans and the Conotton Valley Rockets, and head coach Derek O'Hara and coach and athletic director Dirk Gad and all the kids. We appreciate it. Thank you to Natalie Holbrook for being our gracious producer and camera woman behind the scenes. She does a great job, even though we pick on her, but she keeps us in line. She tries to anyway.
I've known Natalie for a long time. She's probably about this big the first time I met her, and she's
only this big now.
And she told me when she was in middle school that she was going to take my job at Big Z Sports, and she didn't even stop here. She just went right by me.
I know, she just drove right by you. I get it. I've known Nat for probably 4 or 5 years or so, and she's a great kid and does a great job. And if she keeps going down the road in this career field, she's got a great career ahead of her. So that's going to wrap things up. Again, thank you to Claxon Communications and Olde Towne Tavern and the Keim Company. And we'll be back on Friday night with the Big Z Sports Show starting at 5 o'clock. We'll see you next time here on Big Z Sports with Claxon Communications.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of high school sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.